Find out what the GH spoilers for July 24, July 28, 2023 have in store for your Port Charles favorites. These General Hospital spoilers tease a confidence shared, a promise made, a business turned over, and so much more. This will be a week you won't want to miss. Despite her better instincts, Ava Maura West bids the would-be nanny on Mason's Nathaniel Gray payroll to enter Windermere. No sooner has the unpleasant woman crossed the threshold than she begins making not-so-subtle threats and attempts to intimidate the former Mrs. Cassadine, which Ava doesn't appreciate in the slightest. When Sonny, Maurice Bernard, comes upon the contentious convo, Betty takes her leave, and he uses the opportunity to press Ava about what's going on. In an instant, the dam breaks. Ava pours forth her tale of woe. She relays how Nicholas confronted her and threatened to abscond with Avery, and how she killed him, or killed, as it turns out, and how Austin Roger Howarth offered his assistance in hiding the body, and how Mason got a hold of the corpse. Phew. After letting the story settle, Sonny assures Ava that he's got this. She needn't worry any longer. She needn't fear Mason. Ava is relieved, but there's still the Betty of it all. Just how will Sonny handle the nanny from Hell? Carly, Laura Wright, has quite the newsbreak for Jocelyn, Eden McCoy. She's the new owner of Kelly's, thanks to Bobby signing the property over to her for the princely sum of $1. Carly is now the sole proprietor of the storied seafront eatery, and she's got plans for the place. Big plans. Plans that will surely turn the diner into an uber-popular, uber-profitable hotspot. After all, she does have an outstanding debt of $5 million to pay. In other General Hospital spoilers news, Maxie, Kirsten Storms, considers a move. Sam, Kelly Monaco, and Dante, Dominic Zamprogna. Compare notes. Brooklyn, Amanda Seton, issues Adair, Liz, Rebecca Herbst, and Finn, Michael Easton, go on a date, and Nina, Cynthia Watrose, scores points with Willow, Caitlin McMullen, who gets to finally share some adult time with Michael. Chad Duell. Meanwhile, somewhere in Chechnya, Laura, Jenny Francis, Kevin, John Lindstrom, and Valentine, James Patrick Stewart, are on the hunt for Nicholas. More fool them. Finally, General Hospital spoilers have Gladys, Bonnie Burrows, imparting some bad news, no doubt in relation to poor put-upon Sasha, Sophia Matson, who can never have a single thing go her way. From the moment Nicholas Alexander Chavez stepped into the role of General Hospital Spencer, we knew the handsome young man was a star. How long, we wondered, would it be before the rest of the world discovered his talent? And would we wind up sharing him with them or having to watch him walk away from daytime? Well, it looks like the rising star has been spotted by one of Hollywood's most prolific producers. Our sister site Deadline reports that Chavez has been cast in Monster, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. He'll be playing Lyle opposite Cooper Koch, who has been cast as Eric. The limited series is a follow-up to last year's Monster, which focused on serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. For those unfamiliar with the Menendez case, the real-life brothers were convicted in 1996 for having murdered their parents. Although the young men did eventually admit to having committed the crimes, they claimed their actions were the result of years of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. Of course, there's no word on exactly when Monster might begin production, given that the writers' strike has shut down nearly every project in Hollywood. There's also no word on exactly how this new role will impact Chavez's General Hospital role, let alone Spencer and Trina's future. Already, fans of the wildly popular couple have seen one half of the pair recast. After originating the role of Trina in 2019, Sydney Michaela opted to leave the soap in early 2022 in order to attend UCLA. At the time, executive producer Frank Valentini told Soap Opera Digest, "We love her and are sad to see her go, but of course support her decision and wish her the best." Soon after, Tabyana Ali stepped into the role, allowing Spencer and Trina to continue their romance, much to the delight of fans. This is not the first outside project which Chavez has worked on since joining General Hospital. Back in 2022, he starred in the Tube original flick Crushed, playing high school hunk Jason Curtis. "He's the hero you should never ever meet because you'll be disappointed," he told us at the time. "He's definitely an overhyped bag. He's not nice to people, and he takes advantage of them." but there's this perception around him that he's an awesome guy who is larger than life. You can check out the trailer for Crushed below. Given that Chavez said both Valentini and the show were really good about helping me figure out a schedule that worked for everybody during the filming of Crushed, perhaps the same will prove true when filming begins on Monster. The former G8 and Olatil star is becoming part of a real-life super couple. Poor Kiki, first played by Kristen Alderson, was killed off before she could find lasting love on General Hospital. But now the actress is getting her happily ever after in real life. The fan favorite shared the news she's going to marry actor Taylor Crozer, Pride and Prejudice, a new musical, Where in JGD. Alderson enthused on Instagram, followed by a heart and a story emoji. On Saturday, July 15, 2023, my new best day ever, Taylor took me to the place we had our first date and asked me to marry him. 2 years ago on July 18, 2021, Taylor and I met up for the first time on this pier after falling for each other virtually for a month one-half prior, Alderson explains. While she had a brief run on GH as Kiki, ABC soap fans recall her growing up before their eyes as Star Manning on One Life to Live. She briefly played Star on GH too. We were both so nervous but so hopeful that we would be just as big of a match in person as we felt we were over the 800-plus videos we had sent to each other back and forth. And lucky for us, after sharing our first kiss on that pier, we knew we were a match. What I didn't know was just how incredible the next 2 years would be with him, Alderson shared. Taylor, you are everything I ever dreamed of and more. I feel like I've been with you for a lifetime and almost can't remember life before you. When I think I can't possibly love you more, I somehow feel giddier every day that I have the honor of being yours. When I had my first date with Chris Alderson on this pier, from the moment we first sat on that bench and kissed, I knew I was going to ask her to marry me, Crozer posted on his Instagram. I just figured I'd give it a reasonable 2 years to ask so I didn't sound even crazier after telling you I love you on the first date. Kristen, there is no one else I could ever even imagine spending forever with. Your love, kindness, optimism, strength, goofiness, and passion make me want to be a better person every day. I said it that day and I'll say it again. I love our pier because I love thinking of this place and smiling, knowing this was where we shared our first kiss. And now I can look back and think this is where I also asked you to spend the rest of your life with me. Kristen, will you marry me? Spoiler alert, she said yes. Thank you for making me feel the most special and loved and taken care of, Kristen Alderson continued. I'll get into the details of our proposal in another post because he created a whole night. It was parfait. The night was filled with surprises, family, friends, romance, and so much love. I've never cried so many happy tears in one night at Crozer. You make all of my dreams come true, and I cannot wait to spend forever with you, the engaged actress thanked her pal Michael Dangora, a producer/director, for capturing the moments you see of the proposal in the Instagram post above. SoapHub joins Alderson's and Crozer's families, friends, and supporters in congratulating the two on their engagement and upcoming wedding.